Hey, overhaul, welcome. Hey, well, welcome. First part of the scenario events for Augustus just got merged. Ah, great. So, is it in... I need to check this. So is it accessible? Is it on... It's not on unstable yet, right? Perfect time, we just got out of the shower. Okay. Yeah, we'll see how many bugs we come across. Now it's in unstable, okay. Great. But if I want the depots, then that would have to be redone as well, right? I guess you could maybe compile it for me. Because I'm inept. Because I need the depots as well. Hey Buggos, welcome. So the scenario events, I want to give them a shot. Yeah, okay, great. Yeah, I think it might be good to include it. Like, it works, everything with the depot works, just quality of life is not there, but you know, most of the things are working. So I think it could be there already. And they are a great addition on some of the tougher maps. Okay, so hello, welcome. Today we'll be playing some more Buggos, and we are gonna be playing it with the new beta, which is currently having the new evolution tree overhaul, which means that evolutions have been revamped and you can access some of them sooner or later than it was before to make more sense, generally speaking, and you also get some changes to the human units, behavior and spawn rate. On the Will said that instead of 500 total units, now it's around 400 max units for them, and so that should mean that bugs should have numbers advantage, at least in some circumstances at least. So that sounds good. I think it will probably fix some of the stress that comes with the later levels. I don't know what it is. I'll check it out as soon as the stream goes. Yeah, I will show you the video game. It's just the menu. Can go ahead and start the Buggos music. So, if you are not familiar with what this game is called Buggos, and it is an RTS game. It's an auto battle of sorts, where you select pins on the map and the units path toward them. You don't control units directly with like dragging box around them like in Age of Empires or other RTS games, but you give commands with pins and they will go towards those pins and attack anything in their path. And there are several units. We'll start from the start on the hardest difficulty and we'll see how far we go. Hey Block, welcome. Yes, I mean, I don't expect suffering, I like this game, but, you know, I know some of the later levels can get quite salty, but I have quite a bit of resistance towards that at this point, I think. It's the first time I got a commercial for Twitch Prime in a stream. I'm not sure, that must be something new, because I've disabled advertisement to be displayed randomly. We only have the side banners. Like a proper commercial is only when I run it, and that only happens when I go to get something, or, you know, I'm not gonna interrupt stream for that. Embrace the friction, difficulty makes... yeah. I did tune the worst offending levels, okay, yeah. I mean, I like hardcore stuff myself, it's just, you know, I realize a lot of people might be complaining way more. So not everyone is like me and likes to play on the toughest difficulty and with insurmountable odds against you, even though I still think like impossible by its name should mean that it should be pretty much almost impossible to beat. So it's a full screen commercial. I have to start watching the stream. Really? I'm not running commercials. That's Twitch. Don't fuck her then. Sorry for that, but yeah, we don't have commercials anymore. Because people have voted they don't want them. So we don't have them. So let's go ahead and start a new game. Yeah, probably. Impossible. Hive mind discussion. Hey Furby, welcome. Yes, Oberwaffe has already told me. He's gonna also need to compile the depots into it, because otherwise I'm not gonna use it. But I want to check out the events. Okay, so let's take a look at the new evolutions before we jump into the first mission. I want to see how it looks like. Okay, so it feels like it's bigger, but it's probably not. It's because there's more space between the nodes, at least some of them. So builder is now, yeah, you need to get tearing claws first. It's a mandatory pick for the swarmers. Instead of, I think it was sentience before, where you get more control over them. So now it's damage, and you have to take that. And then you've got rapid eggline, you need that in order to get the builder. And then it emphasizes more going for spinner sooner, I guess. Selective breeding is right here, so that's very early pick, which I like. And then starting nutrients are on a separate branch, as well as, yeah, goo is here from the builder, yes, it makes sense. Pustules. Titan is locked behind construction squad, which is here. That's actually also quite a bit earlier pick. We've got spore artillery right there. And swarm mother is there. Buffs for swarm actually here. This is much sooner than you would see them otherwise. And if you want a wasp, it's way further. As well as the boom slug. I think that's good. The boom slug is very good still. Defender is here, yeah. It's like mid-game sort of thing. They can be very powerful. And since you can reshuffle points, it's good that you can take into the spinner early and then just refund the points and go for something else. That creates an interesting question. Are depots going to be allowed into competition? If it's added in time, then I see nothing wrong with it, but you're the only one who used it, who was used to them. I mean, I might, if you don't want to use depots on the map, you can say I'm not gonna use them, but if nothing is stated, I will use them. That's how it's gonna be. So, you know, I don't know if any other judges use them, they might not. If you design a map specifically around depots, you need to state it. But that would be tough to do. Like, you would have to strain logistics to an insane level to make it mandatory to use depots. But it's just, you know, I think it's fine as it is. Right, so this is the game. So you have separate levels in the campaign. You load one up, you beat it, you get evolution points, you go back to the campaign screen, you go evolve, you go to another level. And then there are different maps, so each one has a bunch of missions on them. You could just tell just to use them. Yeah, I mean, that's not a huge deal. Like, it's not that difficult to figure them out. I think even on the first time when you see them, you can probably deal with that. All hives now add +5 nutrients per tick. Okay, that's a huge changer shot. Okay, so we've got a bunch of swarmers. You've got your swarm capacity on the left. This is how many bugs you have under your control. These are swarmers. These are your basic melee bug. They overwhelm enemies in numbers. There are civilians and humans. Looks funny. Yeah, it is. I like it quite a bit, especially on hardest. I wouldn't play it on other difficulties because that would be very quick for me to get through the game, but on hard it really does force you to think about a lot of things and how to approach it. Not so much the first missions, of course, but yeah, it's just a move basically, but it's gonna become much tougher, especially once we encounter flamers and things like that. So we've got 1 point. We need to pick up Tearing Claws, so let's pick it up and go back. Second up, just go straight in there. And so far we don't even have the ability to build our own buildings. We just start with one hive. You can right click on it to disable its spawning, or just, you know, let it spawn. On the top left you see your nutrients, which is your resource to spawn bugs in. Each hive can also only spawn certain amount of units per cycle before it can spawn again. And so we should start with these buffs in the bottom left, which mean what is your focus. So either you produce more nutrients, or you get +1 attack to all bugs, or you get more spawn capacity, which at this point we have plenty of nutrients, so I'm gonna switch to spawn capacity instead. Since we can have up to 100 bugs, I'm just gonna let them pile up for a little bit, and they have some defensive walls, and there are a bunch more civilians than in the last level, but none of them have guns yet, so we should be fine. And once we get enough, I'm gonna start creating a pile of them here, and then we'll punch through a certain way. Now, if you set a pin immediately here, what would happen, a lot of the bugs would be pathing around the cliffs, so preferably you would want to create a blob and then send it as a wave style assault. At least that's how I prefer to use them. So let's just wait until they congregate here. Unfortunately, we don't have that much sentience yet on them, so they don't actually follow us all that closely, but it works well enough for these early levels. The humans can still fight back. As you can see, they still squash some bugs, but nowhere near enough. Hey, you can welcome. Should I build a map with the latest unstable? Then are the saves guaranteed compatible? Yeah, I think the new events will probably be incompatible with the old version. Older maps can load in the latest unstable. Yeah, but if you use the older version and you would be having a map that's created in the new one, you wouldn't have it working. And this is what we discussed before, where we asked people if we should wait for the event system to be in the game or not. What? Look, made a clip. Okay, I guess it's something important. Let's just get the evolutions. We got 2 points this time. A lot of Caesar discussions today, but it's fine. I'm gonna go for the builder as soon as possible. And let's go to this one. This one is gonna have first Marines, I think. Yep. Yeah, we are getting some builders. Those are the red guys. The red guys need to spend their life to actually build something. So we can select a specific pin for them. And that's construction. I need to pile up our swarmers here. Wait for him to come close and then we'll ambush him. Probably. A single soldier is still a threat for us at this point. Let's try to get at this guy. Try to overwhelm this one. They don't have a command center yet, I don't think, so... Yeah, okay. Good. Let's take on this guy. We have 2 hives now. Let's switch to spawn capacity because we have plenty of nutrients. I'm gonna start making a next hive here. And let's pile our bugs here. There is another marine, but... let's just take on this upper part first. I thought it was decided against the events. Yes! That's what we said. That's why I'm saying we don't need to discuss if the new events will be used, because they will not be, as was discussed before. It's new competition, eventually we'll have them, but for now it is still too early and we couldn't wait. So this competition is without the new events. You can use the depot. The depot is a separate thing, but new event and triggers is not what is supposed to be used. Let's disable the bag hives because they are way too far from the front line. Just keep funneling them in. Yeah, it is extra noticeable on these early levels, especially. I'm just flooding. I should be building even more, but I don't feel like I have to, so I'm just relaxing for these few levels. I think I'm gonna buff the music volume a little bit. I found a lot of new players who are spamming hives and being sad. Yeah, that is probably correct. But having a lot of hives is good, even before where they didn't have nutrient value to them. It's super useful to have them. Now it's even more bonkers. Yeah, I don't hate it. It's good. It's definitely gonna make a difference later, but it's probably gonna make me steamroll some of the early parts of the campaign. Okay, builder. I'm gonna immediately go for pustules and capacity. Just numbers. Level 4 here. Before we encounter some sort of roadblock, I'm just gonna greed out with these sorts of upgrades and then you'll see. Oh yes, selective breeding soon. So you'll want. Keep piling up. This one is the first tough one. This one was quite difficult before. This is their first command center and it spawns enemies from it, even marines. Some of these are locked behind a wall, so we don't want to bust into that too early. But we need to destroy this. Okay, let's bust this wall. Start creating our little pile here. Let the builders make pustules. And I want to jump on this marine. I'm gonna do it. And let's switch to spawn capacity. Okay, pile everyone up over here. It's a lot of marines there already. But I'm gonna try to funnel them in. Maybe we can take out one. Doesn't look like it. You'll see that wall was in the way. Yep, one down. Second one down. It's good to reduce the numbers of them. So that if they create a pile of like 8 to 10 marines and they send it as a wave, I'm gonna die, so... We need to constantly kill whatever comes around this cliff. While we build up our infrastructure. Let them pile in a little bit, I'm fine with that. And that's 5 marines there already. That's gonna absolutely murder whatever we have. Let's make these hives here. This one is finished. Start making this one. I want to disable this one, but I cannot. I don't have enough spawn capacity yet. Send everyone in. We should be able to overwhelm these. And just funnel them in for now. While we build this. It's not going well. Just barely managed to touch some of them. It's not enough. I'm gonna create a pile here for a moment. And then send them in as a wave. This one is almost done. I'm gonna disable this bag hive. It's really far away. Keep building. Attack. This one is far away, let's disable it. Builders have built this one already, which is great. And to create a new attack. Let's make a pile. It's way too many marines piled together. Nutrients look fine, but we could always use more. Just add some pustules here. And of course the hives. Still gonna keep this spawn capacity on. I think we will overwhelm at least some of these. Yep. The CC needs to go down. It's not gonna be easy though. Have to do another attack. Should be building up our numbers again. Yeah, this is a great opportunity to ambush some of them with this cliff in the way. Does impossible difficulty mainly adjust the rate at which enemies spawn? Also, but also damage and range of the enemies, which is the most crucial thing. Everything's harder, basically. Yeah, it's they have a lot of marines. Yeah. It's everything is... Everything's harder. But that's what I enjoy. I like to be the bugs where you just cannot... You cannot overwhelm it too easily. Like, that's the spirit of it. Everything that is deemed too hard for standard. Or even impossible. Yeah. I mean, it's impossible difficulty level. It should be very, very, very hard. Almost insurmountable to beat. Yeah, there were a lot of nerfs already. Like, the game was much harder before when it was not as balanced, and people did complain about it before, so, you know. But yeah, you are supposed to be using wave-style attacks and, like, overwhelm enemies with numbers while growing the hives. That's what I enjoy. If you rush and destroy everything quickly, I wouldn't enjoy that much. Need that grind. Bust this. And just wrap up this area. That was the first CC, and it was quite difficult with what we have. Our tech level is still quite low, so you know, the missions will only get harder. This is still a freebie, sort of. But it's the first one where you need to think a little bit about the attack. The AI is more aggressive earlier. That's good. Makes you think about defense. Also, the spores aggravating enemies is good. Because before it was abusable like crazy. Let's take a look at our evolutions. We have 2 points. I will be using one of them to unlock selective breeding, and I really want this, which means... is there... Where is efficient builders? Here. Let's pick it up. It's a little bit greedy, but as I said, I'm gonna go greed before the game just says no. Five. Let's take a look. I don't remember this one. Is this the auto-turret one? No, it's this one. 2 CCs? 1. Okay. Let's make a hive. How much range is on a marine? I forgot. 4.5. Okay, let's make hives here. I'm gonna start with like 2 pustules, more nutrients at the start. Start piling up swarmers. I'm gonna double down on these. I'm gonna switch to spawn cap. Seems like we have enough nutrients for now, and the pustules should ensure that. But we'll need plenty. Breaching this is gonna be more difficult. Each level, the enemies will get more and more numerous, and so that's gonna become more and more of an issue, and it's gonna be more noticeable where you get more marines. Music is basic but good. It's great. Later it also gets better in time. Like the DLC especially gets better tracks, I think. But I like even the basic one. It's kind of good. Like I view it as in like StarCraft 2 music. It's just kind of banging in the background, letting you do your thing. It's not something you need to really think about, but it has good rhythm. I think I like it. It's like Terran soundtrack, and yeah. Okay, we are full on bugs, so I'll need to use them up because no more builders can be spawned. Let's use them. I really need more control. This is not going well. I could just opt for upgrading them, but that's a lot of investment. We'll see. Okay, I think I'm gonna cancel that one. You are working on the music. I had to tell the guy to calm it down. Yeah, I mean, that's how it's supposed to be. If it's just overwhelming all the time. I mean, I like the spikes when the DLC music kicks in. You can really tell, like, the really rocket tracks with the electric guitar. I love it, but having it all the time would not be great, I think. The spikes are better. Gonna provide some variety. Okay, I'll just eat whatever's here because the bugs will focus fire first thing they see, so clearing out the defenses first is necessary. And then we'll create a new pile. To play while jamming. Is a metal head someone to go hard? I mean, I wouldn't complain, I like metal myself, but yeah, it's a... like, in order for it to be as inclusive as possible to as many players as possible, it's better to have it like rock at most. Like, heavy metal, like death metal is not what most people would probably enjoy. Jamming while sometimes playing it. Okay, nutrients seem fine. I need to send a new wave in. Builders, build this. We need these hives operational. See, this is not going horribly wrong. Just need to mop up these guys. But this is a lot of marines. Like a whole lot. We need these hives. Disable that. It's my greed biting back because I didn't invest into any military upgrades yet. And I have the selective breeding. I should have done builders. I'm just... yeah. At this point, I'm not used to having it, so... That was a bit dumb. Keep building. Is the hive active still? No. That's what I was thinking. Pile up. Might need more population. Or just build hives closer to the front line. Really, that's what we need. Make a pile. And let's go. The civilians will also bash down our stuff, so need to be careful about that. Just pour everything in. Any marine we kill is good. This one is too far away. Let's start disabling some of them already. Now it seems like we are hitting a rock wall, so let's just pile up. Even though my population is full, I need to go. Let's keep going. We need to build hives closer and closer, so that our reinforcement rate is faster. I don't even need many pustules. At this point I would have this filled in usually. The hives are really something. Keep going, we are almost at the CC. I'm gonna switch to attack. And the CC has fallen. So you can select which bugs spawn, but it increases the price of all the rest of them. So that's these buttons here. So right now we are only spawning swarmers. Back. As a particular caster I like to say, more shit counters less shit. Oh yes. Basically. It's also a thing I like to say. Okay, I'm thinking we go greed again. We go greed and construction squad. Yeah. We'll see how far the greed can take us. Okay, just builders. Greed is good, yeah. Before you get kicked in the face by 2 CCs, we'll see how this one goes. Keep building up. Spread like a plague. Come on. Everything forward. We'll need quite a few hives. Yeah. Okay, let's add some swarmers already. Clear out that. Switch to no, we need more nutrients still. This bag hive is not very useful to me anymore. That's a lot of swarmers. Just need to clear this so that we can actually claim it. Yeah, it's quite insane. Once you get some bonuses, it's gonna get even higher. Right now we have fairly basic tech 3. Build forward. We can switch to spawn cap. Actually, attack. Yeah, This one can be really tough early on. But not for us, because we go pure greed, so numbers mean everything. We could have spinners at this point, but instead just pure numbers. We'll see if it works. Like, this is a shit ton of marines. I don't think this is supposed to be working. We'll see. Building up. Yeah, it's not looking great. Let's add that. I actually think we need swarm cap instead and disable the back ones, because frontline attack is the most important thing. Gunning down the bugs. Yeah, I mean, the marines are insane. Like, against the swarmers they can really mop down huge numbers of them on impossible. But you know, whatever works. Just more stuff. Keep funneling them in. If one doesn't do it, 100 will. If 100 won't, 1000 will. Oh, builders also work as swarmers. Yeah, I mean, previously it could take me anything like 20 minutes to clear it with this tech level. Now we just kinda punched through them, just evolved and did it, so maybe that's good. It's not as hard, that's for sure. We'll see though, like later levels will be insane, especially the early flamers, unless we have a specific evolution for that. I'm gonna probably see how far this takes us. I'm just gonna go on a spending spree, picking up whatever for the economy, and when we encounter a brick wall, then I'm gonna reshuffle the evolutions to pick up something to counter that specific unit, if that time comes. Because so far it's working alright. Okay, only builders. Oh yeah, this is the auto turret mission. How far can they reach? 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. I'm fine with building a lot of hives. That's our whole thing. Hey Mario, welcome. They don't have a CC on this one, they have auto turrets too. Let's create goop. It's gonna give us some nutrients as well. Creep up. Just push. Yeah, the strategy going in. If you were new to the game, it would be much harder. So for a strategy, you could see it stop at the encounter and building up until the strat starts working. Yeah. Wave of Flash. I should be using, you know, swarmers, but yeah, I guess we'll just build some hives like here, and then we'll go from there. Stop making them from the far hives. I need to switch to spawn cap. Start making only swarmers. Spend our nutrients, or our workers rather. This one is not hard, because they don't have a CC. Yeah. Let's to introduce the turret. One point from it as well, so it's not like you're gaining that much. I'm gonna go. Okay. Level 2, this one. Okay, flamers. Well, I think we met our match, but we'll see. I want to see exactly how far can the greed take us. And this is definitely the test. This is a flamer. It's one of the most saltiest units in the game. A lot of people complained about them in the past. They have been through multiple nerfs, but they are still quite powerful, especially on Impossible. So we will see. Let's switch to Spawn Cat. Get me some more. Need to get going though. Poor Flamer, yeah, it has been nerfed so much. Shallow. Definitely. Most definitely. I remember the early version. Okay, disable this one. Build up, build up, build up. Because we need to be able to fight this soon. Okay, it's time. Start to make some actual units. They're burning us. Okay, fine. Just add more. We need to push further. Have closer spawn points, that's the only way to overcome this. Even killing a single one is gonna be a challenge for us. They have an AoE attack, so you know our numbers are not working that well as they were on the previous missions. It's one dead. Let's push on. I need to get this upper area under our control. It's a lot of fire from the Marines. I had to think about giving enough armor to the tree to stop them from one-shotting swarmers. Yeah, that's like very tough because Swarmer is not really made to deal with them at all. On Impossible it still can happen quite easily. But I don't have any military upgrades. Which is working like a charm. Now this is a lot of Marines. I think we'll have to respect most likely. Funding is fine, but we're just getting absolutely torn to shreds before we can reach any enemies, so... I think it's becoming pretty apparent that this is pushing it. Yeah. I mean, you can always try, but I think that we just cannot push this, probably. We kill one here and there, but I don't think that's enough. We are running low on spawns. I have to enable some of the bag hives. Hey Kami, welcome. I wasn't super big fan of the game when I first started, but then I used cheat engine to speed hack the game up to 3 speed, and it was much more enjoyable. Yeah, maybe you enjoy more fast-paced gameplay of that. Yeah. That would be good. For some parts at least. Yep. If you like that, why not play that yourself? That's fine. Oh, you'll have to respec. Greed is not working. Greed has reached its limits. So let's take a look at what we can scupper. I'm gonna probably subtract 2 points from that. Can probably subtract that point, and now that leaves us with 3 points. I need to get something, and that something is going to be spore launchers. And even spore artillery maybe. Yeah, I'm just gonna go full on this now. Yeah, but that's the greed option. I didn't pick a single military upgrade. So, you know, we are not supposed to be able to do that. It's always good to check though. Because if you can greed out, it's super useful. I'll be building the artillery, but not yet, because it does aggro the enemies. Spawn cap. I need hives here. Later. But at that point we will start getting some military structures as well. Give me some pustules. It's a flamer very close. Keep going. He's gonna roast my hives. It's okay. Alternate. I need the speed upgrade for the builders, it's really apparent. They're lacking it, but I don't have enough evolution points. Yeah, it's just like complete reverse. I had to reshuffle the evolutions. We reached a point where we couldn't proceed here, because they just built up enough units we couldn't even touch with a greed build, so we had to invest into this. Let's take a look. I would like to go for builder lags, builder influence. Maybe like a tower rush, yeah, basically. So it's gonna go from now on. Let's take a look at this one. On the builders. Okay, we have some civilians, but that's fine. It's enclosed. Oh yeah, it's this mission. Okay. Yeah, I want hives around here. A bunch of pustules over here. Spawn capacity. Let's make a new hive. Let's try to get it quickly. We need spawn cap now. Got a lot of nutrients. I'm tempted to allow goop, but we don't have upgrades for it. So probably not yet. Let's go. goop. Disable that. Everything push forward. We should really take care of this one first. Which will opt towards that. I just need to build this defensive line first. You should enjoy it while it lasts. This is not gonna last forever. With us being able to abuse them like this. There's something alive here now. Just need to kill everyone. Two points. Let's take a look. I'll probably continue with this. Strategy, since it works, I will go with the goo upgrade, or just more. Yeah, more is better. Starting nutrients actually is something I want to invest into as well. Let's take a look. Citadels mission 4. Mission 5 is not existent, so this one is next. It's this one. Oh yeah, a lot of CCs. Okay, that's 9.5. I'm gonna start shelling them already. So let's boom up. It's attacking this, that's not ideal. I was hoping they would fire at this. Well, it's not a huge deal. Now we have 2 hives. Oh yeah, we are fighting at this. Just took a while. Let's construct these. Might need some more nutrients. Initial impressions on the revamp, are you having more fun? Some same or less? For me, I feel like I could use the game to be harder, but then again I'm using this, which I'm not sure if it can be classified as an exploit to go for it this early. But it's the most efficient way, so I'm gonna go for it, because anything else at this point would be not as efficient. So I think for me personally, it's a little bit less fun because of the difficulty being a little bit lower. But that's just me, so if it's representative of more people, probably not. So the majority of people will probably enjoy the difficulty being lower. I'll put in the final impossible challenge plus where you get 15 less evoke points overall. Yeah, why not? It would force you to adapt more. Or make it so that some research costs 2 evolution points if that's possible. Yeah, they rush you. If you hit an enemy, they will beeline it for you. If they can. Which can result in overwhelming numbers hitting your base very quickly. That's why you need to build up the artillery slowly. But in here we could have started doing it immediately. Because they were enclosed, so no reason not to. Yeah. You can just expand at your own pace. The humans will also build up behind those walls, but you can only open them once you feel comfortable. Or you can use it to abuse them and, you know, artillery rush, but yeah. It's a lot of debt. Yeah, Letterington, welcome. You are here. Buggos is good. It has this is beta. It's gonna be in the main branch soon-ish, I think. Where it's gonna get more streamlined Evolution 3 and the game is gonna get easier overall. So I think you said you found it hard when you played it yourself before. Maybe now it's gonna be a bit more enjoyable for you. You got stuck. Okay. You can always reshuffle evolutions, but yeah. It could have happened. No shame. One thing I remember is that Marek is probably the #1 Buggos player in the world. It's a huge compliment, well, but I think there are... It's like Caesar. I think there are many more people who never actually stream the game and are very, very, very good at it. And so you just don't know, but there might be people who play it even better, you know? I also don't use hotkeys all that much. I should. It's just... not played it in a while, so engraving it into my mind again is gonna be a bit difficult. But eventually we want that because of how that works. I still would prefer... Can you remap keys? No. Because I like my hotkeys to be like Q, W, E, R, stuff that's very easily accessible. But I have to use my arrow keys for movement. So maybe if you hold down middle mouse button to pan the camera, that could synergize well with that. If you want to go like heavy into hotkey viability. This is still good, but you know, preferably would not want to move your hand throughout the whole keyboard to find these. I watch pretty much every Buggos video that comes out. I was planning to revisit it though. It's a fun game. Yeah. It's not, you know, not bad, just investing into poor things. It's just, you know. No. Yeah, I'm not best in with hotkeys in general. But I make up for it in sheer stubbornness. You know, you're probably gonna get bored with the game and resign before I do, so that's how I win. No, I can still crush people's dreams in Age of Empires and such, so... I think it's just the right amount of micro I need to do to actually be able to do things. But decision making is the key distincting factor, I think. Yeah. 3 points. Wow, we are rich. What are we gonna get? I want to do something greedy. Let's just go full greed. What's the next mission? 7? Yep. Wonder workers. Okay, first target, second target, third target. Hives, bastions. Spawn right. It's enclosed, so it's fine. This is something we'll need to deal with fairly soon. I'm gonna just place a couple of defensive turrets. Now, the new changes include hives will give you +5 income base, which is great. Previously it didn't give you any income. It was one of the reasons that the game was quite hard. Now it's actually huge to have more hives, like hugely good for you, I should say. Keep funneling that in. The spawning is actually not looking great. Need more space. Speaking of other games, I actually played some multiplayer Empire Earth last weekend with friends. Did you? How did you survive the graphics? They are horrible. Did you reach the space age? Did you play with the DLCs? Art of Conquest is one of the DLCs. Played against medium AI and it was horrific, mostly because I discovered the AI cheats like crazy to poke cat to. Yeah. That sounds like a good thing. We should play against the hardest difficulty AI together, Letterington. Need to make it happen. Yeah. It sounds lovely. I can imagine the grind. The bust. Alright. Alvino actually was winning against them though. Slowly grinding across the map to secure the resource deposit, pure war of attrition gameplay. Yeah, because the resource piles have 99999 resources in them, right? So it's not like you can deplete it easily. The first Empire Earth is such a slog if you want to go through all the ages and AI cheats, but going through the ages and seeing the upgrades and units change, it's absolutely glorious. Yeah, if you ignore how the faces look like. You have to limit a number of wells per node of resources. Yeah. That's true. Also, building town centers is weird, where you need to put 5 villagers into your outpost mining camp to make it a town center, right? Let's just mop up. Let's switch to swarmers. My friends just throttled and hid in their corners, so I had to no help. And even though they kept pace and tech, they fell well way behind also, yeah. I mean, you would expect people who corner themselves to at least be like racing ahead in eco, right? If they have resource deposits, that is. But maybe yeah, not so much. Like, it depends on skill level, of course. Like in Age of Empires 2, someone can you can do all the fighting against the AI and then your friend will be in the corner. But if the friend doesn't realize the basic concepts of the game, then it's not gonna do you much good. You know. It's the issue though, with how limited the resources are in Empire Earth. You have to expand and defeat players to increase your eco. Yeah, because the deposits are so scarce. Yeah, farming. It's gonna reliably make that. Okay, what do we do? Greed. What's the most greedy thing we can do? This. And this. And then go here. I appreciate it, yeah, for sure. Oh, this is the city mission, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Let's build up at first. Don't aggravate them too soon. Having a couple of turrets would be good. Yeah, because they are already coming out. I don't want that different from playing Buggos. A lot of CCs, yes. A lot. Build it. Spawn right. Make pustules. plan these carefully. Make sure we have a solid line of artillery. This map, yeah. It's time for the humans to fight back. We'll see about that. I think the spawn rate is a little bit too low for them to really be able to do much to me. I'm just gonna build my Maginot line and they cannot go around because Belgium is solid brown wall. Now this is free real estate. Let's make a new push area. The early campaign, as I said, I will absolutely murder the early campaign with this build, most likely. Yeah! Sport artillery. It's a new thing. It has been in the game for a while now. So it's not like brand new, but yes. If you didn't see it, that's a unit or building you can build now. You need to unlock it, of course. Capabilities of the humans have been overstated. Yeah, they do now have quite a few units, but the artillery volume of fire is just mulching them. I was doing basic tower creep to win before. Yeah, I did as well. I played this game before you had the option to right click this to disable a hive. I've played this mission like 20 times maybe, with various strategies. Also I had one time just greed approach, so swarmers and builders only, which was fun. We also went with builders only. I watched you play this so much. Well, I hope at least some of it has been enjoyable then. You need to be the judge of that. From the audience perspective. But ensure that artillery is massive. It is 24. Yes. It used to be more massive and it used to do more damage as well. I'm here for baking streams, not video games. Bring back ketchup. Yeah, but Kate does bake. But I asked her if I wasn't available, she could like stream something like freaking Stardew Valley for you on my account. You need to do it. People demand it. You need to do it. I still get people saying in standard mode that the artillery is under par and not worth it. Really? I mean, there are some strange people out there. Don't take me wrong, but that's I don't know how to describe it. I think that's wrong. I think the artillery is well worth every single piece of that one evolution point that you need to spend for it. Since it can trivialize pretty much half of the game, but you know, maybe not if you don't mass it. If you just build like one and then go like, yes, this is gonna be so great. Not much, you need to build a lot. Like a lot. But it can be good. Just want to build some buildings in their corner to go on and win by going AFK, yeah, basically. Expect people who said and don't know how to mass it properly, yeah. Most likely. But as with everything, like people will probably say that same thing with wasps. Like, wasps are bad because they die first. Yeah, but that's not how wasps work. Wasps work, you selective breeding, you disable everything else, build up defenses, disable everything else, build up a huge ball of wasps, and then unleash it on a CC or an area and just delete it. And then mass another wave and do the same thing. You know, it's not like combine it with your swarm, that doesn't work too well. Because they will fly over obstacles and get sniped. It's better to just make a ball of them and just send them somewhere to explode. I want to think about something delicious to show. And experience with tower creep strategies. Yeah. This is a tank mission. Yeah. It's gonna be a tank. Spawn cap. Area 3 somewhere, I always struggle. Okay. I'll show you how it's done. Bolognese for tomorrow. Plans got cancelled. Yeah, Bolognese is nice. A lot of nutrients. We need this hive, yeah. Just keep building. Turns out how it's done. It's artillery, yeah. I would like to go for wasps next. Just cancel the artillery and go for a different approach. I can handle the first few levels with them, but once they get tons of them... Yeah, they do love them. They just love to mass them. You need a lot of small stuff. They also can take out buildings really quickly, which I'm sure you know. But you know, there are ways to deal with them. And did you play on Impossible? You probably did, right? That's why you struggled. So otherwise I doubt you would. Yes, I know. The hard way. You know, just have enough of things. That's gonna be fine. Thanks, our absolute units. Well, did you reduce the HP of the tank? I remember it having a lot more. Or maybe that's wrong, I don't know. It feels puny. I remember them just standing there, taking fire from artillery, like 20 shots and not dying. Doesn't seem like that. They're the same? Okay. Maybe that's their armor then. It's gonna make them tough. 4 armor. I don't know. Gonna creep in. Check the artillery damage. 6 damage, so it's just 2. Okay. Yeah, so it's 40 shots. If it's just pure artillery damage. Seems accurate. What about spores? 4 damage, so it does 1. Yeah. Yeah, seems more like it. Do we switch to wasps? We might switch to wasps now. Just to do something different than artillery all the time. I will not be able to unlock them at the same time, so we either have to go with that or that, I think. But let's take a look. How far are they? Quite far. Swarm health. is looking at. Which is fine. That's a good upgrade. You could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 4, so that's 9. So we could scupper 3, 4, no, yes, 4 points from this, plus we've got 1, so that's 5, and then we would have to reduce our spawning size. I think I'm gonna have to do 1 more level to build up bank of evolution points, and then we can probably try and go with the wasps. I know also on whatever the hardest was at the time, because you would have judged me otherwise. I totally would, but yeah, that's impossible. That's what it always has been. But you know, if it was too hard, you could have reduced it. The shocking towers. Since Marek seems to find the game still too easy, impossibly random difficulty, impossible evolution points are randomly spent, no respect. No nice thing. That would be like one of those videos where you play Far Cry 5 but you can only use a shovel as a weapon, like that sort of deal, like it's that sort of challenge. I don't think that would be very good for my sanity, but probably would make for a good YouTube video if I could be bothered to edit it. Okay, Magus, I'll see you around. This version of the game gets all other difficulties removed. Yeah, because I never play on them, so you know, I'm not aware of existence of other difficulties. What are the difficulties you speak of? Spawn right. It's also tough. Get additional modifiers when you make your run. Yeah! That would be good. Enemies rage when a hit. Yeah. For sure. Something like that could help to make it more difficult. Plus, that's tough one. The range is so good though, like especially on stuff like the tanks, and it will build up the dead wall of tanks even further away from you. I'm not sure. Because we had the range before and it was so salty. I did manage to deal with it, but it was really hard. But yeah, the modifiers seem cool. This clearly needs something for the impossible one, I think. But maybe that's just me, I don't know. I don't know. For me it feels too easy, but then again, a lot of people might complain, I don't know. I don't want to make people sad. Enable disable from the list of difficulty modifiers would be good. Yeah. So that no one can complain. But they will still pick all of it and then complain. You know, that's how some people work. So you are always gonna have that to an extent. I'm gonna start heading towards the wasps. Stay home, of course. 4, 5. Yeah, it's this one. This one is simple. Spawn right. Some more pustules. I'm happy nothing is terribly broken yet. No, I expect it to be fine. I didn't find any bugs yet, which is good. Apart from that one where you changed the difficulty in the menu at the start. It changes your resolution. AFK for 10 minutes, no problem, Will. Let's head over to the wasps as soon as possible. Yeah, all of this is good. I want to do the wasp strategies. It's just getting to it in an early way is a little bit difficult without sacrificing the economy too much. Okay, 2 targets. I'm just gonna do artillery creep again, anyway. Spawn cap. Start with 2 hives on this level, which is good. I think this one didn't spawn anything yet. Maybe you don't have money. Yeah. It's properly prioritizing these. I didn't see it spawn a single thing. Which is weird. Maybe it's bugged out. Okay, let's get some artillery going. Yeah, it's possible. Just went a bit left as well. Try to enable it. No. We need to build up defenses before we can head over. Focus one side. They're massing tanks now. Okay, I need to focus this a little bit. What is this mission called? I don't know. We can check on the map. It's almost destroyed. Keep building. Yeah, when we bust that, it's gonna all be good. Set up. Yeah, I'm gonna tell Will once he comes back. I'm gonna check the name of the mission. It's the leftmost one, this one. Maybe it's the pre-placed hives for some reason, but maybe it's just this one, I don't know. It's so weird. Try to restart it as well. So many artillery shells on that tank. Yeah, good. Oh yeah, well, this hive, these are the two starting ones on this mission. This one doesn't spawn anything. Ever. Even from the start, even when I had nutrients and popcap, it doesn't... Now it does. Make a builder. I can try to restart the mission, we'll see if it does it again. It was weird. This is gonna be done soon. It'll chew up all the food for one hive before another. Maybe that's what's happening, yeah. I think I had a little bit and it still didn't do it, but maybe I'm wrong. Because that's what I was thinking, but then I had food and still didn't do it. Which one was it? 6, this, Fortified Military Command Center. Yeah, we have food. Ah, right, yeah. So it just takes time. But that's... I never noticed that when I have multiple of them built in. Like, maybe it's more apparent when you only have these two things and nothing else. Yeah, I mean, if I disable this one, then this one's gonna start spawning, right? Yeah, it's just the low nutrients make it kind of weird. Okay, problem solved then. Turns out it was me all along. Okay, let's get the boss. I'm gonna actually hold on to the upgrades. We need 5 points. So that's 7. It's this one. Yes. What's this thing? It's a big map. Can build some hives. Tools. Spawn rate, I guess. Maybe not yet. Some defenses going. That we focus on first. It's not apparent. I think we want to do this. Pretty much. Spawn rate. Then switch to the other side. No, we are already hitting this. It's good. Okay, full push. We want another line of hives. Just bullying the humans. Okay, let's bust it. Evolution points. I think we'll slash off 2 points from something now. To get the wasp upgrades. The wasp influence isn't actually that crucial. I'm just let's just rather keep the maximum hive capacity going. Last mission in this area. On the builders. What is this? Okay, let's try something else this time. Let's build a bunch of hives. Pustules. We'll do some artillery and defenses, but I want to use the wasps instead this time. Just test them. I haven't played around with them for ages. You'll see if it works as well. It's definitely not gonna be as efficient as using artillery. I can tell you that already. And then just some pickets. Spawn right. start banking some wasps. Which hotkey is it? 8? Yeah, 8. Put limit on number of artillery, start to 5, upgrade to 10. Yeah, that might be good. Because it's a very good defensive structure as well. You know, but rushing with it feels like it might be against the spirit of it a little bit. It depends on you what kind of vision you have for it. But currently it feels like its offensive capability is even better than defensive. Still, and that's after we made it, or you made it so that it aggroes enemies. It still feels like it, kinda. At least for me. Okay, let's swarm this way. Yeah, maybe make it a modifier. If we... Yeah. It would be good to have some sort of reward for like a medal at the end or something if you play on a lot of modifiers though. Like at least make some incentive to play on these. Because casuals will still want to spam them. Well, if you restrict it in the base game then they wouldn't like it. I don't think. Okay, let's build a new base. Mass up. Oh yeah, I need to probably make some more builders. Just to make more money. We are running low on nutrients. Didn't expect that. Yeah. Achievements in Steam would be sufficient for that as a motivator. And even like a medal on the end screen of the campaign would be sufficient. Depends. But of course all of this will probably, you'll need to ask people to do a little bit of translation for it, but it's like just a couple of words, so it's not that horrible. Amount of work, I don't think. Yeah, so this is definitely not as good as artillery spam like the Wasp, but I like it. It's gonna be more useful once we get more missions where the cliffs will form a huge barrier. Which for now isn't the case. Okay, goo it up. The goo gives you money, income a little bit. For each 5 tiles you get +1 or something, and then you can have modifiers on it as well, but that requires research. Or evolutions, rather. He lost 4,000 units, most. We also had some free keys for Buggos from Will before, because as you probably figured, he is the developer, and so since I've been helping him from the early parts of the game, the testing, he did give me like 3 keys for the game, but I've already given them out to people, but that was also good. I guess I'm gonna... Actually, not sure what would be the best option to do. I'm just gonna go for the goo benefits, I guess. So what's the next mission? Level 5. Plan to pick it up, it looks like fun. Yeah, I would recommend it. It's a good game. Of course, I may not be entirely impartial since I've been receiving some funding from Will, since I've done some translation and testing for him, but generally I like the game a lot. Otherwise I wouldn't really bother playing it as much as I do. Okay, so this one, you have 2 separate command centers and this is a tight map, so we'll have to probably build up wasps. And then deal with the enemy that way. So let's try to just make economy first. We did upgrade our goo, so let's get some of it. Let's start building up wasps already. Stop making builders. Send all the builders to make goo. Because they have commandos here, I think. Yeah. I like the look of going up the area. It looks very alien goop-like. Yeah, it's like creep in StarCraft almost. I like to do that as well. Especially later on, once we get more missions where space is at a premium, you need to use it for economy because you don't have enough space for hives and pustules on some of the maps. So goop becomes extremely useful. Okay, let's go. Attack. Locust swarm, yeah. Okay, build up. That CC almost fell, actually. Well, let's give them a little bit of time to repopulate. Let's get at them. We did bust a significant amount of them, it's just they still have more. Let's add some workers to it. Need more hives here. Shoals. It's not looking great. I think they are holding. Might have to include a couple of spores. Come on. Yeah, this is gonna help. Thanks are tanky. Sent me something in Discord, okay. Let's take a look at it. Actually, just give me a sec, I need to murder these guys first. Because it's on the brink of collapse. I think I might die. Once you get it to stable, I'll check it out. Okay. This is good enough. Let's stop making builders and just pile up locusts here. Or wasps, rather. 3 codes. Thanks, Will. You don't have to do that. I'm just mentioning that. But thanks a lot. And Uberwaffe is actually the person behind the most recent updates for CC3. So I feel like I should at least give him something. So Uberwaffe, if you're here, I'm gonna send you a DM. You can redeem this code to get Buggos on Steam. You rather buy it? Yeah, sure, like, supporting it is of course great. Will is a single developer behind the game, and he's working on another game of his. And a lot of respect for pulling it off. Yeah. Okay, fine. That's of course great. I like to hear that. I'm gonna maybe include the codes in the contest for CC3 maps then. Yeah, it's the thought that counts, right? Okay, let's switch to attack. We'll see if we can shoot through these. It's a lot of enemies. Stop making builders. I don't want to do artillery. I want to see if we can just locust it. Or wasp it, rather. If we disable the back ones... Ah, actually we are running low on nutrients. Bugger. Okay. Well, let's just add everything back. It's gonna reduce the price as well. Let's make some pustules. I like this game. It's relaxing, says Maria. Yeah, it's not that hard pressure. At least now. It's gonna get worse in the later campaign. But we are getting to a point where the enemies actually do have significant forces. So it's no longer that easy, you know. But if you play on not the hardest, it's overall a relaxing experience. You will spread through it once. What is our cover ops mission today? Run head into the enemy. Yeah, unfortunately. I'm just gonna keep making him build up a stockpile of nutrients. I would like to get some of this artillery to help out. That's gonna be really big. Covered ops, yeah. They can be good at that. It's just this is like in the middle of it, so it's not necessarily gonna be that helpful. But the artillery is gonna help immensely now. I'm pretty confident at that. Flamers are absolutely roasting the wasps. Because they tend to stack up like crazy on a single target, especially something like a tank. But yeah, if you sprinkle in some artillery, it's great. They'll be good later, the wasps. It's just another kind of bug, means that you pay more if you disable selective breeding for something. You should be able to overwhelm this now. Just add some spores. This one can be tricky because you have so little space. But I like it. It's not a sandbox mission. It's the first proper one, I feel like it's a taste of the DLC stuff. It only gives you 1 point though. Yes, the DLC is lurking. I remember it. What is my purpose? Bugomom. You blog hot plasma with your face. Can I rather be a builder? I build things with my own entrails. Yeah. It's the way of Buggo life. Go on death. That's, yeah. Just like when you pull your entrails to build something, you can also make a mess, and that's actually gonna be good for the swarm. That's our next evolution. Not quality of life or unionizing of the builders. No, no, no. Not at all. Okay. Builders. Oh, they are enclosed. Wonderful. They have mines? Not yet. That's a lot of CCs. Okay. Start making some hives. I'm gonna fill this back area with some pastorals. Do we do... I guess we do wasps on this one. It kind of asks for it. So very little in terms of artillery, but I need some defenses at least. What do we need? Money. Okay. Then we are allowing goo, so should be building up. Give me wasps. It's all the builders we want. Let's cover this in goo. And they need to get shot as well. Need to remove them from existence. Okay, let's send the wasps in. Against the civilian area first. It cannot defend itself much because of reasons. Okay, it's time for the med. I need to run now, but please let me know your thoughts and if any bugs come up. No problem, well, of course I will. And thanks for the codes. Thanks a lot. So, see you around. Cheers. Let's get this CC out of the way. Bust it. And we don't have that much in terms of economy anymore, but we can just keep rolling them up like this. And they don't have a CC here anymore, which is useful. This is our next target. Attack. This is a success, but follow-up is gonna be a problem. Let's pile up. They're actually advancing here. Need to do some measure of defense. I'm gonna claim this no man's land. Everyone here then. Need to actually get it. Maybe we need to wipe this first, as it looks like they are attacking quite a bit. I only want to set up defenses so that we can actually go and just wasp. Middle area would be good for hives, I guess. No more builders. Let's get this. Let's go pick up the stragglers. I think we'll reach the CC. Yep. So let's bust it. Let's rescue our front line here. I think we can just overwhelm, probably. Okay, that's busted. Let's grab this up. I like the wasps, but maybe we spec into defenders instead. They are like situationally good. But it works for now. Maybe let's see how far we can push it while picking up just the passive buffs. In the meantime, I think I like that approach. Later we might need the defenders. There's a commando here. Even a couple of artillery is just super useful. Passive buffs for all Buggos, yeah. And just generally upgrades for like the economy or builders or buildings, things like that. Things that don't require another kind of bug, because if you have unlocked multiple kinds, if you disable them from the spawn menu in the bottom with the selective breeding, it's gonna increase the cost of spawning for all of them. So it's better to have select few that you actually want, like not unlock random stuff like the spinner, because it would be actively bad for you if you're not using it always, which usually you don't want to like focus what you do, especially early on, like spawning builders very quickly is important. I have 2 points. Let's invest into something good. Attack speed buffs. All of this is very good. There's so many good buffs. I just don't know what to pick first. I might actually go for speed goo and Zen, so that builders don't attack, because it's better if they just build an actual structure that shoots instead of them trying to physically attack themselves. 7. Crypt Technology Center. Is this gonna be difficult? Oh, it's this one. Right, yeah. Okay, let's build hives. Pustules. You want spawn cap, or actually no, nutrients first. So you don't have enough of that. Then we want the hives. Artillery would just vibe this. I think I want to do just a couple of artillery pieces. And the rest of this will be wasps. And pustules, they are quite expensive, so let's just pustule up. Let's do nutrient goop. Let's start making some wasps. Stop builders. Maybe some pickets wouldn't be the worst. Just to have that extra layer of defense. They are sending an attack already. And let's unleash the wasps on this area. attack. Let's devour this as well. Let's go for the CC. This is stuff. We did scratch it. We did scratch the paint a little bit. Okay, let's try to switch focus. I need a new hive area closer to the front line. Need some builders for it. Everything comes here now. Need to make these hives operational. Okay, that one is done. Good. Start spawning from the front. There's a lot of builders on the way, which is not great. Some pickets. Punch them up. Need to focus on nutrients more. Maybe some more workers. Okay, let's go. We are full on capacity. Stop workers. That's 10 HP. We can probably bust it soon. If not us, then the artillery will do it, yeah. Let's pile up. Do they have a CC left? Yeah, one. Food again. Pile up. Oh. I see why we don't have nutrients. The commando has wiped out our entire base. The starting one. That's real annoying. Okay. Send the builders this way. And just envelope it. Should be fine. Need to unlock flash balls to complement our strategy here. It would probably be really good for us. Points. Let's take a look. Good tactics could be useful, but instead we should go for the buffs. overall. So that was 6. Yeah. So 7 next, if there is 7. 7 is this. Okay, we already busted that. 8. Civilian power reactor. It says extreme difficulty. Oh, it's this. Okay, let's make hives. Let's chill up. Especially in the back. Make some pickets. Yeah, we can actually clear that and make something in the center here. Gonna probably allow goop. More defenses. Some wasps already. Start messing. Try to fight this. So we can actually get it. Target. This. Let's take everyone here. Builder is gonna go back. Oh, actually, this is getting trashed. Thanks. I guess attack. Send everything in. Let's try to get this CC. Yep. Now we need this CC. Pile up. Builders. I guess I can stop building now. Just make the wasps pile up and send them in. Tanks seem to, excuse the pun, tank a lot of damage. Even the bunched up defenses take a while to shoot through them. Yeah, for sure. The tanks can be incredibly salty to fight. Especially this is still like early game or mid game sort of, where there's not too many of them. Later on they will be having way more of them, and they also will have rocket troops, which just do carped area damage, so that's gonna explode any large scale attack you make like this. It's gonna just explode it. So we need to be even more careful. We need more. Attack. This is not doing it. I'll need to focus more on the middle. Establish new artillery positions. I don't want to be excessive with them, but we need to get this half of the map under our control at this point. Build up some pickets. Builders are taking too much pop space, you need to disable them now. Pile up here. And just push for it. Let's see if it works. Commando is so tough. We are almost at the CC. Good. Busted. Okay, mass. Attack. Now we need to mop up. I think I'm obstructing the build menu too much, actually. Should move myself. Yep. Should have done that sooner, I didn't realize that. Okay, 2 more points. Sink it into the swarm. Starting nutrients is actually something I should be investing into as well. I'm just not doing it. But yeah, that's super useful. Okay, so that's 8. Now we need 9 and then 10. This is a small map. Is there enough evolution points throughout the game to get all upgrades eventually? Yes. You can even be left with some excess, but not much, I think, if you pick up everything. But yeah, that's because you don't want some units later on, because that would increase the price. So maybe if you pick absolutely everything, you wouldn't have enough, I don't know. But you don't want basic ranged guys like the spinner later on at all, because that would just be a detriment for you. Okay, let's go for the front. We need to clear this up a little bit. We don't have that much in way of nutrients currently. You would want at least, of course, yeah. You don't notice like there is not enough. There's always more to get, but eventually you will have everything you want, and then it's just like kind of figuring out, oh, I don't really want this, and you have excess points when you reach the DLC usually. That's why I was suggesting more evolutions, but it's tough, because then you would have to do translations for all languages again. So Will didn't want to do that. It's gonna spore up. Builders. cannot hold back now, the humans are getting very strong. We need to use massed artillery again. A lot of kills. Okay. Some of the tougher units persist, but the regular guys just evaporate. I'm looking forward to boom slugs actually. I should show you boom slugs. We'll do that next, I guess. Or actually, maybe after a couple of missions I'm gonna focus on them. I might actually unpick the Wasp at this point, because the Wasp just doesn't hold up too well anymore. Yeah, they are insane. Like, before artillery was a thing, rushing boom slugs was a thing. As a research, and then that would allow you to do a lot. Spike them. These guys can take a punch. 2 points. Let's take a look. How much would it take to unlock the boom slug? It's this and that. We want that, and that's 7. Okay. So it's 7 points plus I need 2 more for this. Kind of blows. I can just do that. This is also good, but I don't think we will have enough points. We have the basic boom slugs with every upgrade, just not this. And there are a lot of things I want, I just don't have enough points for yet. Let's take a look. Mission 10. Okay, every bug can be good, even the swarm mothers can be good, it's just difficult to make them work. Set up some artillery positions. Hives give you income now, so that's good. So let us build up. Need to focus on this. Boom slugs are very expensive, so I'll have to cover this in pustules to be able to afford them. Then we need some defenses. I don't want to evaporate them with that though, so let's just keep it reasonable. Some pickets would be good. I'm probably gonna enable goop. Start massing boom slugs. What pin is that? 6. 5. Okay. Workers. Go there. And we need to make a slime highway from the workers towards one of the CCs. This is gonna be our first target, sure. Just need to build this up. Okay, they are actually punching through. Spawn rate. Let's switch to attack and then use the boom slugs. It's like a living, moving artillery shell, even stronger. Yeah, they attack normally, but when they die, they also explode. But they can do a little bit of melee damage as well. They're not great at it, but their main oomph is the acid attack from death. I ended up with a lot of excess workers. But yeah, that's what the boom slugs do. You just eat your face. That is shredding the cat thing. Well, just leave him to it. They wiped that, yeah, completely. It's even faster on artillery spam. Okay, so what's the first thing? High security outpost. Let's go for it. Yeah, this is the uterus of pain. It's the nickname for this mission. It's very clogged up in here. If you use wasps, you can wipe these quite easily. And there's the first laser encounter. We'll be able to smash it. And artillery actually wipes it as well quite easily, but I want to do boom slugs if I can help it. I just want spores for defense. Hello, goop. There's a flamethrower guy here, so we'll have to kill him. I need to incorporate some boom slugs. Kill. Send the swarmers ahead. Boom slugs pile up here. Builders just build our economy. More eco? No. This is all we can get, basically. Just make boom slugs for days. I actually need to do... yeah. Should have waited on that a little bit, but let's just send them. Let's keep sending. Bust. Make new hives. Some defenses. But yeah, you could even destroy it quite easily with artillery, I think. But problem is space here, you don't have that much of it. So you need most of it for your eco. And wasps work as well. But slugs are great. Let's pick up more starting money. 2, 3. This one. Now we are reaching the missions that are kind of quirky, right? This one doesn't seem too bad. just, again, low space. I just want defenses. Don't really want to kill them with artillery. Spawn cap. Make those hives. Some boom slugs. Goop is allowed. Just let it happen. Slugs are very expensive though. So it's the main reason why it's taking such a long time to master them. Send the workers to make a highway for them. And start sending. A lot of population stuck in transit, so let's disable those hives. No more workers. Yeah, it is, because it's 2 times upgraded. If you believe it, they were much better before. It was insane how good they were. It's even now, it's still kind of broken, but not really. Like later, the DLC stuff is so punishing that you need it. So yeah, but they are really good. Maybe the best unit in the game. I still think the best unit in the game is the builder, but you know, as far as military units go, the Wasp is so fragile that I think the slugs are just the best. You just need to build up enough of them and live, which is a problem in the DLC. So you don't have that much time. Let's pick up the starting money. What's cats? Just so reckless today. Constantly fighting. Laser. Yeah, we'll need to trash that. This is a long one. You need to go up and down, and this is enclosed. So in theory, you could just artillery strike this. I think I'll do it just to make it a little bit easier for us. Fill the world with pustules. Hello, group. Nothing beats eco, yeah. Of course. I need to bust this, which is gonna be a problem. Slugs don't do too well against it, so I'm just gonna start making swarmers. No more builders, I don't think. Or if we do, we just use it for goop. And we hope the swarmers can make it. Doesn't seem like they can. Well, builders can focus this and build up some turrets. Maybe even artillery unit. Oh, this is not built yet. It's a mistake. Let's bust it. Our swarmers are not upgraded at all, which doesn't make them very good. I'll probably invest into them eventually, because they can be situationally useful. For now, we just keep throwing stuff at the wall. Start building up some boom slugs. Stop making every other unit for now. Maybe some workers. No, don't do it. I want more hives. And some defenses. Then I'll posture this up. No more workers. We've got a lot of slugs. I'm gonna add more workers into it, actually. And let's go. They can actually hit me through there. They shouldn't be able to do that. I can do a screenshot. Send it to Will later. Another base. They're using my tactics against me, yeah, but their units are not supposed to be able to do that. I don't mind it, like it doesn't impact me much, but they are not supposed to be able to do that. We can do some artillery if you want. It's because they were blocked off? Yeah, it might be, or it's just the wall is not properly done, I don't know. We had that as an issue before in some places, I don't remember what was causing it, but I know that it happened on some missions before. Sending it. explosion. 10 HP on this. And they're busted. So just clear them up. Once the first sluggo makes it in, it's like cascading failure, yeah. It is. Sluggo. It's a good name. Okay, evolutions. We pick up the last mana upgrade and we go for more global upgrades. Interlocking plates, armor for all bugs. The cats are just mean to each other today. I'm just gonna have to slap one. Just constantly fighting. Can probably hear them in the background growling all the time. Okay, so that's 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. So we got 5. Capital, okay. What's this one? It's fine. I want some goop as well. Want more hives, defenses, pustules. Start building some slugs. Let's go. It's not great, we don't have that mana, but I think we will be okay. This is all mine now. Let's do a line of defenses. Hives. Let's fill this up. It's concentrated like crazy. I'll probably build up some artillery here. Just need to clear this human garbage. Warhammer 40k standard doctrine, more boom, yes. More Daka beats less Daka. Not fond of the orcs, but in this case it's the closest thing is probably Tyranids. Yeah. But the Tyranid hive mind probably wouldn't be appreciative of the waste of biomass. But hey, it works. So maybe it would. I don't know. I'm not a space monster. so I don't know. 4 minutes. Brisk time. Get some more global upgrades. This, yes. Reclaiming nutrients from organic and mechanical units and buildings. So you destroy stuff, you get money. Yeah. Oh, this one is tough. Okay. To make a hive. Actually, it's not that tough with artillery. It is very tough when you don't have it. But I think if we have artillery, we can do very well here. Some defenses going. It's gonna give us resources even from destroying walls and everything. Allow goop, so we are at this point having enough, I think. Start doing that properly. Start blasting. Skip build up an artillery place. Start making some slugs. And workers, just gonna push them in this direction. And yeah, the humans are coming. They really don't like when we poke them with the artillery. Send the slugs. I need more spores here. I'm back for just a minute. It goes well. I did encounter a bug though. In the previous mission... Was it the previous one? I should remember. It's the one where it's like a winding path, so if I draw it, like, you start with your hive here, and then it's like up and this way and down and this way and up, and you have lasers in this area that shoot down. And this wall that's right here between your base and this is a CC, they are able to shoot through at your stuff here if you build spore cannons or the spore artillery there. I hope that explains it. Yeah, it's just like using pustules as an impromptu drawing tool. You've heard of this happening, okay. Yeah, I had that happen. It's not like a huge deal. It's hard back to look down, yeah. It's specifically in that place. Happens rarely too. I think it's that place specifically. I didn't see it anywhere else. Yeah. If you... there is a little bit of an incline into the cliffs. For enough space for like 2 spore cannons and like 2 pustules like this on the leftmost side. When there is the CC here. If you build this, they will shoot it. At least that was happened to me. More. Okay, they are pushing. Need to push back. They lost the CC already though. This one needs to go down. Yeah. Did the difficulty return in the mid-game? Yeah, sort of. The wasps became non-viable, so I had to switch to boom slugs. And they work well so far. like, I feel like the artillery actually simplifies these levels a lot. This one was a hard one. You had to build up a defense and then push one side very quickly. While in here, I just built artillery first, and it kind of whittles it down before I even make it there. And all it takes is a couple of cannons, like, it's not that many. And it was a really tough mission before. So I still feel like it's a bit too trivial. Again, maybe the limits on the sport artillery would solve that if you have a system of additional challenges or whatever we called it. You know what I mean, right? The challenges. So you can pick extra stuff. Yeah, that would solve that. Because having like 5 of them would still mean you can set up defensive positions or a isolated push position, but you wouldn't be able to just do what I'm doing here, which I think is too good. You're off to go hiking, okay. I hope that you enjoy yourself. I'll review the VOD. Yeah, sure, be sure to check it out if you want. I'll also upload it to YouTube, but it's also on Twitch if you want to watch that. So, anyways, well, thanks for stopping by and enjoy your hike. See you around. Spinner. No, we need this. Adrenaline, move speed for all bugs. Yes, please. This is gonna help everyone, the builders as well as the boom slugs. That's busted. That's the last mission in this area. Affluent human city. Oh, it's a big one. There's one entrance. Faster slugs, yes. What I would ideally want to do here, not bust their walls, which means that I'm gonna also only do regular spores for defense, I guess. And then build up boom slugs and just do a huge push with them. Because I don't want them to bust the walls so that they can swarm me from everywhere, because this is what would happen. They have a lot of CCs. So if they are only able to come through here, that's perfect. We are allowing goop, good. Start making bugs or slugs already. Start messing them up. I need more. Get some side areas in there as well. Okay, let's send the builders forward. I need them to build a slime highway for my slugs. Keep feeding them to the enemy. And where is our first target? This is without a CC, so I feel like this. Let's push. Okay, it's busted. Can we push for a second one? Yep. Third one. Hives. Defenses. Some RT. Yep. Its last CC is active. Disable these. Did I have another CC somewhere? No. Okay. This is one giant push. It worked. Slugs are not the greatest at doing damage, but that's fine. I don't want to switch to swarmers at this point. Some turrets. New area. Sword speed. Yes. That's you can pick a new empowerment. Hey Raider, welcome. Blobs approaching you is too great. The king has sent a company of tanks to aid you. Is that from Stronghold? It might be. How are you doing? Did you play the new version of +1 damage for everyone? That's good. I've sent you the new version of the map with some of the changes. Goop. We can still pick up some of this and then some swarmer upgrades maybe. And this 3 units could happen at low chance. Defending the homeland only there when you get getting archers. Oh yeah, right. I thought I heard it somewhere. Last human said it. This looks like a boom slug sort of thing. Spawn cap. Get some slugs. I actually want to bust this initial wall. Send the slugs to do it. There are rocket troops already, okay. Give me some builders. Spores just in case. Mines. Let's go and clear them out. It is time. stop making workers. The missile launcher people will be a problem, but the boom slug is still too powerful to stop. More workers. We need new base. Artillery. Spores. I want to bust it, we'll see if it's possible. Yeah, it's killing a lot of them. They have 2 CCs here and they spawn like crazy. Maybe we can do it. Speed upgrade. Yeah, it's a bust. So many things. This tank racks. Let's go this way. Two points. Flash walls would be good at this point, I think. Some kind of running low on other things to pick up that are really good. Carnivorous floor traps are horrible. Let's just pick up the walls. Upgrades. We don't have them fully upgraded yet, but it's gonna help. What's the next mission? Distress beacon. Okay. Oh, this one is nasty. Okay. I'll probably have to do it with artillery. Some pickets. We don't need as much eco if we go for pure workers. Give me launchers. Hello, Goop. I need to focus this side now. Focus one side now. And some flesh walls. But money looks fine. Just this side is suffering a bit now. Let's try to deal with it. The artillery is gonna deal with them though, I think. The CC is already getting hit a little bit. Just the aggro is causing some issues. It's really inefficient. 5 HP. It's frustrating. It's gonna get hit eventually. Did we hit this one yet? No. But they're getting murdered. So if we don't get them a chance to build up, we should be doing okay. Yeah, that's busted. Let's go this way. They'll just get whittled down. I should be building more hives, but I'm lazy. Yeah, that's destroyed. Sun is still alive. Just need to focus. These cannot get more, so they should eventually die. You could do some boom slugs, but since we made it this far with only artillery here with this level, just finish it off with that. It's getting hit now. It's gonna be a lot of hits. Constantly shooting at this. It's a lot. CC's busted. It's very far reinforcements point. That's fine. Guard Depot Exa is updated to latest unstable branch. Now also takes 10 workers and defaults to always instead of never. Similar as before. Okay, great. I'm gonna pick it up. And it does have the newest, I'll have to grab the newest unstable for the edited changes, right? So I want to check them out. Okay, nice, thanks. Let's upgrade flush walls. And as you know, it's not that great. So now the missions should get really difficult, I think. Quivering Human Bastion. Is this the hard one? This is a large one, but I think I'll actually call it. I'm getting tired because it takes quite a bit of attention overall. We already streamed today, so I think that's gonna be it. Can also give you an exe that has the UI editor for events in, but that is not in unstable yet. Okay, I could check it out if you want. We'll call it tomorrow. Yeah, no problem. Thanks for checking Buggos out. It's a pretty neat game. I like it, but again, like in one go, I usually cannot beat the game in its entirety. It's just too much. But I like it, so seems like you might enjoy it too. It's not that expensive. I think it's on sale for like $9.90 something. It's not terribly expensive. And also, if you want, I did send you the code, so it depends on you. But anyways, thanks for watching, and that's gonna be it for today. So see you around. Bye.